What's up, guys? It's your boy Bilo back again with the Boss Katana Mini. This amp for the money is easily the best practice amp you can get. Having one of these amps has been absolutely a joy, and I foresee myself using this a lot more, especially in mobile situations where I'm going to be traveling around. It's easy to pack, it's really light, it weighs about as much as like two iPhones together. So far, my favorite setting on this amp is actually in the brown sound mode with low gain and pretty good amount of volume. I believe that the compression and the overall distorted crunchiness of the signal is best for my sound palette, taste, and needs at this setting. Take a look at it. I honestly think the only way this amp could be better would be if there was an effects loop, so that I could put my own delay or my own reverb in there. It only has a delay, and as Chapper said, if you turn the time down and the level up, you get a reverb, but I just don't like that sound. Have a listen. It has that slap back sound, and I just don't like that sound at all. I don't know what the hell Chappers was thinking. The main reason why I like this setting with the gain down low and the volume right, about hearing level in the brown sound mode is specifically for whenever you dial back on your guitar, it sounds really good. So this is the guitar all the way up on the neck. Let's feed back the guitar a little bit. The responsiveness to the volume control input on the guitar is actually very, very useful in the brown setting with low gain. Have a listen to the bridge and the neck position when I have the volume all the way up and then the volume dialed back. So overall, the dynamic characteristics of this amp are very feature rich in terms of the overall input that you put inside the guitar, into the pickups, into the amp, and into your controls, right? So when you dial back on your playing strength and your veracity with your playing, it really cleans up. And whenever you dial back the pickups and the neck position, it really starts to clean up very well. Keep in mind, at the very beginning of this video, I was in the clean channel dialed all the way up, and that was great crunch territory. And then now I'm in the high gain channel dialed back, and I'm able to go from the, the searing chunk and rhythm, and then dial back and get into that clean territory. So the channels on this amp are very rich, right? The clean can go all the way up, and the dirty can go all the way down. And in the middle, the regular crunch channel can cover all that territory very well. For me and for my money, I need an amp that can handle single coil neck and have that jangly, stratty sound, and this amp covers that. And so that makes me instantly happy. And then for, the down and dirty, stacked humbucker sound, or just a straight up humbucker bridge tone, for that heavy metal, this amp covers that too. This amp covers everything you need. And for $99, it's the best practice amp out there. Like I said, the only thing that can really improve this amp would be a effects loop. Beside that, for just a little amp, and I'm running my one spot power connection straight into this. So the daisy chain of power cables that you run on your pedal board can easily power this amp. So you could have all your pedals in front of the amp, and then the last power section, power cable could be right into this amp, and that could be your rig. This sits on my couch, and so I sit there on the couch with headphones and I jam. And when my wife's not there and it's just me, I crank it up and it sounds great. I really enjoy this amp. The auxiliary input, though, for the use of like jam along and having your own tracks in there, is really balanced. It sounds great. So whenever you have a jam backing track in the background and you're controlling the volume like with your iPad or your iPhone, and then you're controlling your guitar volume with the amp, you can really dial in the perfect blend and then just sit there and go to town all day long in solo land. So this is a great amp, and I believe that this amp has set the bar, and the only amp that comes close to this right now is a Black Star Fly, and that's tied with the Yamaha THR stuff. But the cool thing about this amp is that the features are very basic. And so you don't get options paralysis. You just kind of sit there and you have your setting. You got your 3 switches and your 3 EQ, and you're good to go. That's really cool about this amp. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, tell me what you think. You planning on getting one of these? Have you had a chance to play one? What did you think? I use this guitar because it has the humbucking single, and then it has a great neck pickup. So for everything that I want to do, this guitar can do, and having an amp like this that can do everything I want to do, it's really like an added bonus to be able to just have that flexibility and to have that overall just scope of all the territory I'd like to cover and do very well at doing that. It far exceeds my playing capacity. Mic'd up, it sounds great, and without the mic, it sounds even better, to be honest. I was tempted to leave the room mic on here while I was playing so that you could have like a room perspective, but whatever. This sounds really good the way it is with just a 57 clone in front of it. Anyways, that's been this video. I'll catch you guys next week, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this amp. Have you had a chance to play it? And do you plan on getting one of these? For 99 bucks, I think it's the best amp out there, and there's no reason not to have one. It's as cheap as a pedal, a good pedal. So, all right, guys, rock on. I'll catch you next week.